Hey, guy.
Wow, it's been a roller coaster of Carabao Cup matches tonight. We've seen some amazing results. Manchester United losing woefully to Newcastle, and of course Liverpool winning, and of course Chelsea.
I'm
Che-
Chelsea!
Finally.
I'm Chelsea!
Okay, but
But
one
it's just a Carabao Cup. Okay.
Abi,
Yeah,
just a
yeah,
Carabao
just
Cup.
Carabao Cup.
All right, but one very important match which looks kind of funny to me is the West Ham Arsenal match. Arsenal were beaten 3-1 by West Ham United. So I would like to get your thoughts on that match. Is it surprising to you?
It's not surprising because all fours leads to Chelsea, same club Chelsea. Why do you ask me? Because the Kai Havertz that they sold to Arsenal is a fraud. Kai Havertz is a fraud. And when will Arsenal learn? Arsenal needs to learn that nothing good comes from Chelsea to Arsenal. No good player comes from Chelsea to Arsenal. Once they are done playing in Chelsea, once they are about to retire, they just ship them to Arsenal. Only just one player, and that might just be William Gallas in 2006. But since then, it's been from one awful player. Look at, sorry, I might be going so hard. Look at somebody like Yenai Benasu, that Israeli midfielder that could not even see 2 games or 3 games in a whole season. Okay? But this time around, look at what Kai Havertz, Kai Havertz played 90 minutes. But Odegaard had more shots than him. That means this guy was just running about the pitch, just running and running and running. Okay? Okay, if we go back to history, it was when Czech was going down. That was when Arsenal, no, Chelsea shipped him to Arsenal, and Arsenal collected. But then, if you check the other way around, Arsenal has been supplying Chelsea with good players. Cesc Fabregas, Giroud. These guys were giving. Oh, come on. It's just so unfortunate. And today we saw it out there. Big ups to West Ham. And it also shows that even if you have your guns, like Arsenal have their guns, somebody can still use hammer and deal with you. It's not about having gun. At the end of the day, it was just that their gun only fired at 90th minute. Come on. So it doesn't really make sense. But at the end of the day, one might say it's just the Carabao Cup. But then it might just be the only cup that Arsenal would have won for the season. Yes, I know some Arsenal fans might be out there screaming out, oh, come on. But then, who knows? It's a very, very competitive league come this time around. And come to think of it, Champions League is not just for a club like Arsenal. Okay? You're just coming there for a long time. You just have to Champions League is not just for the boys, okay? It's not just for the small boys, okay? And yeah, it has happened today. But also, let's not forget, this is it's a cup game. Today, a club like Bayern Munich, who would believe that Bayern Munich, a third-tier club, is just Saarbrücken or so, able to beat them today. Okay, a whole Bayern Munich that have been doing so well. But then that is football, and it happened today for Arsenal fans. And big ups again to Chelsea. You guys shocked the whole of the whole world today.
Okay, now let's have a quick switch to Liverpool versus Bournemouth. We thought it was going to end in a draw. Then all of a sudden, Liverpool were able to come back and win the game. So it was a very nice one from them and a good start for them in this Carabao Cup. So what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it was also a great game for Darwin Núñez, who has now been called the Satan. Okay, that he comes into a game and he brings in all his devils, all his arsenals, and he comes there to make an impact. And today, it was just like that. And I know that Liverpool, at least, that is the essence of this cup. Because at the end of the day, you want something to be there with your fans. You need to put something in your shelf at the end of the season. This is quarterfinals now, heading to quarterfinals. 8 clubs, just 8 clubs. You have Chelsea, you have Newcastle, you have Fulham, now you have Liverpool, you have Everton. Oh, come on. So, just imagine, I know clubs like Manchester United and Arsenal will be feeling it. Come on, we could have been at least made it to the last 8. And more especially when you don't have a club like Manchester City. So you are good to go. You just have only 8 clubs. And it might just be a title for you. Okay? So, but then it happened, and what else can we say about that?
So, do you think a team like Liverpool can, at the end of the day, win this Carabao Cup?
Oh, sure. I think so. But that might also cause them some more of calling out some top players. Look at today, Darwin Nunes. And if you notice, for some clubs like Arsenal rested a whole lot of players out there, but then it did not pay off. But some players will be like, oh, mind you, back in those days, the days of Arsene Wenger, you see a man that wants to make sure that the young lads come out to express themselves, especially for Carabao Cup. He does not miss it. But this time around, you find it that most clubs out there, they pull out their top players to come and play the Carabao Cup. Reason, because they just want to win a trophy. So for Liverpool, if they're able to gather their loins, see if they can pull out some top players to play the Carabao Cup, I see them winning the championship.
Okay. Let's have a little touch at United game. I didn't want to ask you this, but I just feel I need to hear something from you concerning the United trashing by Newcastle. So, can I get your thoughts on that too?
I think right now, Manchester United need 2 persons. They need to sign 2 persons. Guess who? They need to sign Arsene Wenger. Call back Arsene Wenger, and the second person might just be me. Yes, I can catch the ball. I can be a very good goalkeeper. Okay, so Manchester United, please come and sign me, because see, Onana came out like he was on a Halloween mode, shouting, and the ball was just passing through him. It wasn't a good sight for him. And come to think of it too, on Sunday, yes, you played with the citizens. Okay, on Sunday, you conceded 3 goals. And today, you considered another 3 goals. It's not making sense at all. It is not. So it has happened. That also shows you how, destroyed the minds of Manchester United fans and their players right now. It is not clicking. Look at Rashford today. It is not clicking. Fernandes is not clicking at all. And there are now many coaches from Manchester United wing, from their fans. Everybody is bringing in one opinion or the other. It is a very tough time for Manchester United, and I'm sorry about that.
So, moving forward, still on the Manchester United, everybody's complaining about Ten Hag, and a lot of people are like, man, sack this guy, sack this man. It's not just clicking, like you rightly said. So do you think this is the right time for United to sack Ten Hag, or do you feel they should just give him time? Let's see what he can do to turn things
They
around.
should allow the young man to end the season. See, if they sack him, how will Chelsea and Manchester United be where they are? Okay, so they should not sack those guys. No sacking to Pochettino, no sacking to Ten Hag. They need to enjoy this game.
So we can otherwise say they should allow the out of form breathe.
My brother, they should they sign 5-year contract.
Yes.
Allow him.
And
Allow the man.
There's a whole lot of money to pay that man if they sack him now.
Oh, sure, and
Over
especially
70 million pounds or something.
come on, especially this period that they are struggling with who becomes the owner of Manchester United.
Yeah,
so come on,
can't afford
it's a tough time for the club. No two ways about that. But it's Manchester United, and things can also turn around for that club.
Obviously. Okay, we're gonna draw the curtain here. Thanks so much for being on our show, and look to hear from you
Thank
next
you.
time.